Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. I have a quick word. I gotta make sure I pay attention to the time because I have to be off by 8:45. But I have just something God wanted me to do in obedience with you guys this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. I'm just gonna read. Good morning. Excuse me, y'all. I've been a little under the weather, but that's okay. We got this. Um, I'm just going to read something over y'all lives this morning before you actually get started your day, because it's 8 o'clock in the morning here Eastern time. I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but God wants me to read this morning Psalms 91 over your life before you get out the door. If you made it out the door, just to cover you with this. And God is just saying that some attacks are happening in this season, and it feels like you're about to be defeated, and God says you're not. You're not. I don't care what hell is trying to throw at you. He's only throwing it at you because he knows that you are it. So I have a meeting to get into at 8:45, and I can't be late, y'all, so don't let me be late. But he wants me to read Psalms 91 and just speak it over your lives and to let the devil know and to declare to the devil, let me correct my verbiage, to declare to the devil that no weapon formed against God's children shall prosper, that you are the head and you are and not the tail, that you are above and not beneath, that you are a lender to nations and a borrower to none. You will borrow from no one for the rest of your life. You are the head, and God is saying what's first should be last, and because you started out with a disadvantage, you're going to be catapulted to the top. And this is just a simple word that he wants me to read. You guys can read along with me. If not, that is fine as well. I'm just going to read Psalms 91 over your life because God is saying, Lendaria, cover my people. And the devil is roaming around because each day the devil roams to and fro heaven and earth seeking someone to devour like a raging lion. But the devil is not that. The devil ain't no big bad wolf. We call it pump fake around here because we're not on that. We know the devil is a 2-year-old taller, mad because he can't be God, mad because he can't be of God, mad because he can't be you because God loves you. And that's what the devil is really mad about. So, also, in my previous video that I posted this morning, I put for you guys to drop your name in the actual comment so I can give you guys individual prayer because I just need your name in the video that I posted this morning. It's a 5-minute video, and it was a testimony of my fiance when he had got shot and how he woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning whispering my name, just begging me to pray for him because he was in so much pain. And I just heard the whisper. And if I can hear the whisper, and if I can hear the whisper at 3 o'clock in the morning, don't you think that God can hear yours? Now pay attention to everything that I'm saying. Stay focused. Drop your name in the video that I posted. Not here, because I don't have time to go through this with you guys. I'm just going to do a general prayer over here. But in the video that I posted this morning, drop your name in the video. This is where focus and instruction come in. Okay, here we go. So Psalms 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. Surely He will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the pearly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings he shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that walks in the darkness, nor the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. It shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked, because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In your hands you shall bear up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. He shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, and the young lion and the serpent shall trample underfoot. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him with long life, and I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. No matter what you're facing in this life, no matter what you're facing in this life, God is with you. And as I turned my Bible, it turned to Psalms 43, and big bold letters, it says, "Vindicate me, O God, and plead my cause against me. Against ungodly nations. Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and the unjust man. For you are the God of my strength. Why do you cast me off? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of my enemy? Oh, send out your light and your truth. Let them lead me, and let them bring me to your holy hill and your tabernacle. Then I will go into the altar of God, to God my exceedingly joy. On the harp I will praise you, O God, my God. Why are you cast down from my soul? Why are you disacquainted with me? Hope in God, for I shall praise him, the help of my countenance of my God." I'm sorry, guys. I got jumbled. But God is saying that he is going to vindicate you. And you're saying, why are these people getting away with what they're getting away with? Why are they, rising up? God, do you not see these people down here oppressing me, suppressing me, all the oppressions? Do you not see these people? Are you going to just sit high and look low and not help? Are you not going to come to my rescue this time? And God is saying, no, be still. Be still and know that I am God. I will not let harm come to you. As it said in Psalms 91, he said, you will see the recompense of the wicked. Be still and know that God is going to vindicate you no matter what happens. I don't care what kind of case they built together. I don't care how much evidence in the book that they got. I don't care how many evidences that they got in the write-up report or the rapport that you got with him. God is saying, be still in this hour and know that he is God, that he is going to vindicate you. My God, my God, my God is going to vindicate you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they got against you. I don't care if they kept years and years and years of reports on you that they think. It matters what God thinks, because God is your God. God is your vindicator. God is your vindicator, and he can do it way better than you. And I know me, the old version, had a slick tongue, and I can cut you down with my words, but God can cut deeper. God can do it deeper. God can make them sit with what they did to you. God can make them sit and feel exactly how you felt, what you were going through, and how they did it. And God can make them sit with it. God can do it better than you. God is saying, be still and see the recompense of the wicked. You will see them all fall down. But make no mistake, when they start falling, don't you start rejoicing. You only give your praise to God and say, God, thank you for delivering me. And God, if you shall have mercy on them, have mercy. If not, let me take my hand off. I prayed over them. I asked that you forgive them, for they knew not what they did. They did not know who they were putting their mouth on. If they did, they would have been quiet. If they knew that by them cursing you, if they knew by them betraying you, that it was ultimately going to be your rise, they wouldn't have did it. So Father, forgive them, for they know not what they did. They did not know who they were in the presence of. They did not know that you carried God's anointing. Not only did you carry God's anointing, you had God's favor. They did not know who you were. But that's their problem, not yours. You released it and you let it go. Now you sit back and see the glory of God over your life, and you watch the recompense of the wicked, because it says you shall see the recompense. So whatever they're getting ready to go through, you're about to witness with your own eyes what is about to happen to the very people that came up against you. You are about to witness it all. Do not rejoice. Do not laugh. Do not say, aha, aha, aha. That's what you get. Be quiet, be still, and let God do his perfect work. You know the pain. That's why a little bit of you wants to be like, well, that'll teach you. That'll teach you. But God says, be still, be quiet, and let God do his perfect work. God is for you, so you're not going to fail. And I know that all the attacks have been coming, but in order for you to elevate, they have to come. In order for you to get to the next level and to rise to the next level, you got to face the Judas. Jesus wouldn't have been who he was if he did not face the Judas. And I understand that it hurts. I understand. I know hurt so well. I know pain so well. I know poverty so well. I know the project so well. I know it all so well. We were once good friends until I divorced it. So you got to divorce your past. You got to make amends with it, and then you got to rip it apart. The divorce is the ripping of two things that once were one. It is the divorcing of it, the ripping of it. I divorced my past because if I didn't divorce my past, I would still be one with it, and I would still be depressed, and I would still be in oppression, and I would still be all of that. And I had to rip it apart. I was once this, but I'm not that. I was from the projects. I'm not that anymore. It was a time when I was in the projects and we moved away, and every single day I would take the bus and I would ride back because I didn't feel comfortable being in the suburbs anymore. This didn't feel like my home anymore. I didn't see prostitutes on every corner and dope boys on every corner and crackheads in the back anymore. I didn't see the crack pipes on the ground anymore. I seen clean streets, and I seen, forests, and I never seen forests like this before. And I didn't know what it was, so I would catch the bus back every single day because it didn't feel like home. God delivered me, but I didn't get delivered mentally. I still had to go back. I had to go back like a dog returns to its vomit. I had to go back because it didn't sit well with me that I wasn't home. That wasn't my home anymore, but I still was there mentally. And I was fighting people on the job because every day in the projects, I fought every single day. I fought every single day, argued every single day. And now I'm at the job and I can't divorce my past in my head mentally. So I'm still going toe to toe with everything that was there. And God says, I freed you. I freed you. And who the Son sets free is free indeed. And it just takes me back to the Israelites when God delivered them from Egypt and when he delivered them from bondage and they were in the wilderness now. It was supposed to be a 40-day journey, and it turned into 40 years. And they didn't know that they were free. Have you ever been free and didn't know that you were free? You just keep running because you're afraid to look back. But you are free. And if you don't break free mentally, you will never be free. And it took years. It took me years to realize that I am not in the projects anymore. It took me years to understand that I cannot fight you with my words and my fist anymore. It took me years to understand that everything isn't an offense. Sometimes it's just corrective criticism. And it isn't an attack against me. It is something said to me to make me a better version of me. Everyone isn't out to get me. But where I was from, everyone was out to get me. Everyone wanted to fight me because I was the littlest of the bunch. But baby, my blows hit. What's up? And I had to mentally change where I was. And it took years. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It took years to walk in that. And that's what happened with the Israelites. As they crossed over, they still thought that they were in bondage. And I wonder how many of them were still looking back and thinking that the Egyptians was coming out and was coming to get them. I wonder how many of them kept looking back like, are they still coming to get me? I wonder how many of them couldn't sleep at night because they didn't know if they had to wake up with a whip to them or wake up at night with someone trying to rape them. I wonder how long it took them to get out. It takes time. It takes practice, and it takes dedication to God and knowing who your God is. The same God that freed you is the same God that is with you right now. And God is with you right now no matter what you're going through. That's why I'm telling you that God is saying, pray Psalms 91 over your life. Because God is saying, in this hour, the devil is seeking someone to devour, but it will not be you. No weapon formed against God's children shall prosper. If whatever was facing you in your early years could not defeat you, baby, it's not going to defeat you now. It is not going to defeat you now. It is the big bad wolf practicing and roaming around acting as if it is something that it is not. You are bigger than your problems. You are bigger than your enemy. You are bigger than the adversary knocking at the door screaming that I am the Goliath. I am here. Hear me roar. Just like David knocked Goliath out with those 5 smooth stones from that brook, so shall you. You will look at your problems and say, my God is bigger and so am I, because I carry the great I am inside of me. And I am that I am because I serve the great I am. That is who you are. You are God's chosen. You are God's anointed. You are the king. You are the queen. And you will not bow to anything but God. You will not bow to your problems. You will not bow to fear. You will not bow to depression. You will not bow to addiction. You will not bow to fornication. You will not bow to the things that think that you will bow the knee to. The only knee that you will bow is to God and God alone. That is it. That is all. You are a king. You are a queen. And God has your inheritance in store for you. That is who you are. That is your portion. That is who you are. And I need you to sit with it. I need you to sit with it. Because God has something in store for you. But I need you to get in alignment with what God has for you. You need to get in alignment with what God has for you, because he has a storehouse for you. Come on, somebody. If God is for you, someone in the comments tell me, if God is for you, who can be against you? Let me hear it. Who can be against you if God is for you? Who? Let's go. Who can be against you if God is for you? There we go. No one, nobody, no one, nobody. There we go. That means you are bigger. That means you are stronger. That means you are wiser. That means you are equipped. That means you are equipped for the job. You are the man for the job. You are the woman for the job. You said it yourself. If God is for you, no one can be against you. No man, no child, no job, no boss, no one. No one. I don't care what you are facing in this lifetime. No one can be against you. You are the head and not the tail. You are the head and not the tail. So why are you bowing down? Why are you cowering down to fear? Why are you living lesser? Why are you living beneath? You are that one. You are that one for the job. You are the king. You are the queen. And I need you to know who you are. I'm getting ready to get off in a second because I have a meeting that I cannot be late for. This is imperative. You guys stand in agreement with me, because some things that God are doing is good doing in my life. You know, even I need someone to stand in agreement with me. And I stand in agreement with you guys. God is moving in the now time. This is the now time. And this isn't the time to cower down to your problems, to cower down to your fear, to walk lesser, to say that woe is me, because ain't no woe is you. And I know some days are just like, God, I don't know. God, I don't know. But God knows, and you really know, because you're talking to God about it now. When you're saying, God, I don't know, you're saying, God, I know that you hear me. I know that you see these people. You're still talking to God even on your low days. You're talking to God. You're talking to God. I stand in agreement with your house, honey. Listen, you're talking to God in your low days. You're talking to God in your high days. And God says, all I want is a relationship with you. That's it. All I want is a relationship with you. Talk to me when you can't talk to nobody else. Talk to me when you need a best friend. Before you call that best friend, talk to me. When I wake up in the morning, I say, oh, God, I'm up. Hey, how you doing? I'm up, thank you. Yeah, devil, I'm up. Get mad, get glad, but you can't stop me. God chose me again. Yeah, it's me. I talk just like that because I'm a comedian most days. But the devil is angry. The devil is angry that it is you. And it's going to always be you. It is going to always be you. And I know some people that got mega money and they look at you like, yeah, they look at you because they know that they have all the money, they have all the titles, they have all the accolades, they have all the degrees, but they don't have the favor. My God, they don't have the favor that you have with God. They don't have the anointing that you have with God. And they don't know why all hell breaks loose in your life and you still walk out looking good. You look dollar store good. You make $10 look like Gucci and Armani. You make it look good, baby. And they don't understand why they have all these labels on them, but they don't have the God in them. They have all the money. They have the Jordans, baby. They Jordan down. They Gucci down. They all these things down. And you got on your $10 outfit and you was like, You did your hair yourself and you like, It don't take all that, baby. It don't take all of that. You got God's favor on you. You got God's anointing on you. You got God's gifts in you. And because you got all of that, and you got God's peace on you, that's what you got. You got the peace that surpasses all understanding on you. And they don't understand why they got all of this, but they don't got peace in their life. They don't got favor over their life. They don't have the anointing on their lives. So they don't understand why you still smiling with $5 in your bank account and a dream. And they got all the millions and billions in their bank account and they don't got God's favor, and they don't understand why. Because you know, when it's your season, you go run. When it's your season, you gonna take flight. When it's your season, if God gives your pinky toe a chance to get in the door, you say, oh God, you let your girl in the door. Oh God, you let your boy in the door. It's my season. You know, and God says you got that childlike belief. You say, God, you had the audacity to let me put my foot in the door. And since you let me put my foot in the door, I'm about to show up and show out. It is my season. Listen, you don't need all that. All you need is a door to open, a crack to open, a pinky toe to get in the door. All you need is a little piece to get in the door. And baby, you coming in and you showing up and you showing out. You coming in with your church hat on, baby, with your pearls your grandma used to put on you, with your stockings, and you walking in and saying, ooh, glory be to God. All you need is a little bit. All you need is a little bit. That's all. You don't need everything they got. You say, God, if you don't do nothing else, you done enough for me. That's it. All you need is a little bit of blessing. That's it. All you need is God to transfer a little bit of money. You going to show up and show out. Listen, all you say, God, all you got to do is put a couple thousand up in there. I ain't even asking to be a millionaire. I'm just trying to be 1,000 now. Yeah, I'm trying to be 100 now. Whatever it is, God, I'm just trying. Just put your girl in the game. Just put your girl in the game. Put your boy in the game. Mention my name, God. Whisper my name to one of them CFOs, to one of them CEOs. Let them sign a contract. And I was talking to one of my friends today about this, and I was telling him about a guy I was dating a long time ago. And when we were dating, I came home from work and he was a rapper, and I saw Bad Boy Entertainment on the call log, and I said, what? And he had a contract. Well, he was going to have a contract with Puff Daddy. And Puff Daddy called back that night, and he said, his name was Sack, and he said, he offered him a $500,000 contract. And he said, no, I'm worth more than that. And I was like, all you got to do is get in the door. All you got to do is get in the door. And he was like, no, I'm worth more than that. The opportunity passed him by. And I said, all you had to do was get in the door. All you had to do was get in the door. Take the year contract and run with it. He never had another opportunity again, sadly. But he's one of the best rappers alive that I've ever met. Underground, undiscovered. He had an opportunity on the door, and because he thought that he was worth more, and I know that he was worth more, and God knew that he was worth more, all he had to do was get his foot in the door, and the door closed. When a window of opportunity comes, it comes for a season. It's a time. You have a little bit of time to get in that door, and all you need is your name to be in the atmosphere. $500,000 was not what he was worth, but it was the opportunity that God was giving him to get his name in the door, and it never opened up again. That was 15 years ago. It never opened up again. God is saying, will you take the opportunity if it looks lower than what you know that you're worth? Will you take the opportunity? Or will you say, you know what, I know that I'm worth more, so I'm not going to take the opportunity. No, I'm not going to do that. If someone was to say, woman of God, we have this stage for you. And I'm going to put myself out there. We have this stage for you. And we can't really pay you that much, but we have this mega platform for you. And all I can really do is pay off your mortgage and $174,000. That's all I can really give you. And I can just pay off your mortgage. Will you take it? Yes, right now. Yes, because I know that my God is going to give me more. Yes, you're not my provider. You're giving me the opportunity. Yes, I would take it right now because you're giving me the opportunity. You're opening up the door and God is going to pour down the windows of heaven. Yes, I would take it. Yes, I would take it. Yes, I would take it because I just need the door to crack open. All I need is the platform to open. All I need is the door. All I need is the door. And I'm going to let God do everything else when I get my foot in the door. When you open that door for me, I'm going to do everything else because I'm going to fast my way to it. I'm going to pray my way to it. I'm going to take the opportunity because God opened up that door. Yes, I'm going to take it. Yes, I'm going to take it. Pay this house off. I don't care. I got the rest. God told me that I'm going to have multiple streams of income. God told me that I'm going to be a lender to nations and a borrower to none. done. All I need is a door to crack open. All I need is a door to crack open for me. And God is going to do the rest. That is my faith move. Give me my faith move, God. Give me my faith move, because I'm going to run with it. I'm going to show you that, okay, you paid off this house. That's one less thing I got to do to keep going. That's one less bill I got to worry about. I'm going to keep it pushing, and God is going to do the rest. Let me in the building. Put me in the building. Give me that golden opportunity. Give it to me and watch when I double, triple, quadruple it. Watch what I do with it. Put me in the building, God. Put me in the building and watch what I do with it. God is saying, will you take that opportunity if I present it to you? Will you take that opportunity if I give it to you? Let's give another testimony. When I began my store manager journey, I was making $16 an hour. I was making nothing. I took the opportunity because I was an area manager at my job. And I said, God, if you want me to be on this store manager journey, give me the opportunity. The opportunity presented itself, and it paid the same as I was making as a regular manager. And God says, will you take it? Yes. I took it, making the same thing I was making. There was no pay increase. I got the title, and ever since then, I've been climbing. I've been soaring. God said, all I needed you to do was get the title and the door of opportunity, and I'm going to do the rest. People started coming to me, offering me jobs on the spot after I got that job, after I got that title. God says, you dare to do that faith move. You dare to do that faith move. Are you going to walk in faith with me, or are you going to stand on that boat, Peter? Are you going to come off that boat and walk with me? Walk with me in the blindness. Walk with me in the darkness. Walk in the darkness with me. Walk in the darkness with me. Dare to hear God's voice and start walking. Walk it out. And God's going to do everything else. God says, I can do exceedingly and abundantly and above all, more than you can ask, think, or imagine. God told me one day to go apply for a house. I got denied every single chance. When I said, God, they're denying me, he says, all I needed you to do was put your name in the housing market. They started knocking at my door. A man dressed in a Michael Kors outfit came and knocked at my door and said, are you looking for a house? And I said, yeah, I actually am. I can get you a house in 30 days. God says, I just need your name to be in the atmosphere. I need your name to be in the atmosphere. Open up the door. Take the opportunity. Hear what God is saying, and he can start moving. God is saying, do what I told you to do. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obey what God is telling you to do. You're going to hear all the no's, but God is saying, I just need your name to start circulating. I started my TikTok with one view. I just did one video a day. And I said, God, I am nervous, and I was scared to say who I was. I didn't put pastor in my name. I just said Lendaria Watts. I said that I was a messenger. I said, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I'm hearing from God. I don't really know. I'm just telling y'all what God say. I did one video a day, one video a day, one video a day. And now here we are. Now here we are. God is saying, do that faith move. Do that faith move. I don't know where God is saying. God is saying, put that backdrop up, put your name up. I'm about to open up the doors. I'm about to open up the windows. I don't know what God is doing. God is saying, you're going to be bigger than what I think. What I think anyway. God is saying, I need your name to go in the airways, in the airways, in the highways, in the byways. God is saying, do what I tell you to do. Do what I tell you to do. I'm just a living testament. I'm a nobody trying to tell somebody and everybody about somebody who can save anybody. And if he can save me, baby, if he can save me, I know that he can save you. If God can save a nobody from the project that fought every single day, that didn't know if I was going to graduate high school every day because I got kicked out because I was out here fighting every single day, getting suspended every single day, kicking people out their seats because they thought they were going to bully me. And baby, you ain't going to bully me. I didn't know I was going to graduate. I graduated top 12%, baby. Top 12%. If God can take a nobody like me and turn it into a somebody, come on. Come on. If he can do it for me, he can do it for you. God can do it. He can turn your story around. But you have to have that relationship with God. And you got to divorce your past. You got to divorce your past. You got to divorce that way of thinking. Everyone isn't out to get you. Everyone isn't out to hurt you. Everyone isn't out to do that. Most people are, but not everyone. And there are going to be some good people in this life. There are going to be some good people in this life that are going to love you. that are going to rejoice with you, that are going to cry with you, and that are going to motivate you. There are going to be some good, great people in this lifetime. And I had to find that out for myself because I thought that everybody was out to get me. Change your mind state. Change your mind state and watch what happens. And God is your provider. This is why I don't ask for tithes or offerings, because I know that God is my provider. And I don't do my kingdom work for free, even though I do it for free. In the long run, God is going to pay me for what I'm worth. And I'm going to do everything for free until God starts paying me. And I always told God, if the people have it, they will have it. And the ones that do. The ones that don't. And the ones that will can cover the ones that won't. God is with us. He is our provider. We don't ask man for anything. We ask God for everything. We ask God for everything. If this word was a blessing, my link is in the bio. I have to go into this major meeting. So you guys pray with me. Go to my last video. Drop your name in the comments. I will be praying later on tonight when I get off. I work late for each and every one because all I need is your name, not your story. And it's a powerful testimony. And that last video I gave about my fiance being shot and left for dead and all that stuff. It's a powerful testimony in there. So thank you for covering me. Thank you. I love you guys, and God is with you. We spoke Psalms 91 over your lives, and just know that God is with you in the highways, in the byways, in the alleys, in the valleys, mountaintops. God is with you. God is with you. I love you guys.